Hey folks, what's going on? You know, there's a major storm looming, Category 4 Hurricane Michael, about to hit the Florida coast or whatever. Very troubling, very bad news, because this is going to be a major storm. Okay? And this is why I want to talk to you guys today, because when we have these bad weather conditions and things that happen, these disasters, okay, we want to blame someone. So a lot of us tend to blame God. We blame God for a lot of this stuff, right? You know, when technically, God has all right to blame us for everything. You see, these are just the result of something. So you sit here and, you get your little milk and bread and you're trying to find your storm shelters and all of this stuff. You're asking the weatherman, you're on the news, you're probing the news channels consistently looking for some information that another human can give you that will help you or deliver you from this storm. Remember, the storm the impending storm is literally the responsible hands are all around you. But you guys don't acknowledge highness. That's one of the reasons why you get the plagues and the curses, because you don't seem to understand that you're not in control. The problem with Americans, the problem with humans in general on this planet, is that we think this is our planet, not realizing that the planet is in and of itself its own. It's a being, right? So you have cancerous cells in your body or some type of bacteria infection or something which is invading your body. And what do you do about it? Do you feel that you should be in control of the situation, or should the illness? You get what I'm saying? So when we talk about in terms of what happens on this planet, understand that everything that happens, there's a responsible party. Okay? Fact. And because you people think it's all about you, this is why you suffer. And it's going to get much worse, I'm telling you. But this consciousness, right? This idea that man rules here and beyond is ridiculous. You know? And we trust too much in other people. People who take shit, people who blow their nose, people who don't know what they're doing one day from the next. But since they studied some book or something, we think they know everything. They don't know anything. The storm can literally turn around in seconds and do something else, because the responsible party for the storm is in control and not you guys. Your computers don't mean shit. You're just making a prediction of what you think. But there's a being who knows what's going to happen. Okay? God is in control of everything. Everything. Okay? So you people want to blame God. What you don't really think about is the fact that you should be blaming yourselves, because you spend all of your conscious energy, putting it into things other than God. Sometimes you outright defy God. You outright make war with God. You understand what I'm saying? But then you want him to bless you in all situations. You want him to make sure that you're protected and, comforted, right? When you don't even want to seek his acknowledgement, nor are you willing to acknowledge he is God. And he's with you every day. He's in you. The force of your life is what he delivers to you. So imagine if everyone were one with God in this fashion, and the storm wouldn't be a problem. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't have a storm. See? The beings who are responsible for delivering you that storm are doing a duty for God. Literally. The caretakers of the world that you live on. The actual world itself, who has a name, like to say that. And the sun and the moon and all of these beings who do so much and greatly impact your lives on levels that You understand in levels that you don't understand. And the things that you don't understand, that's where you get out your little piece of paper and your pens and shit, and you want to try to calculate something, not realizing that it's above your pay grades. It's something that you can't wrap your little bullshit third dimensional minds around. If you guys get right, then you won't have to have these problems. But see, the problem is you don't get right. See, the story has already been told. It's already went down. Okay? Literally, this is just a waiting game. You're going to do what you're going to do regardless. And that's why the fate of the world is going to be what it's going to be. Whatever way that plays out. I don't think the world is not going to have a problem. The world is not going to be destroyed. And let me clarify what I mean by that. Your punk asses are going to be destroyed. Right? Because everything on this planet is fine. Everything is in harmony except for one set of beings on this planet who create all of the problems. You know? Y'all have space junk everywhere. Y'all just do a lot of this stuff, you know, for your own benefits. Testing out shit. Don't know what you're doing. Don't have any understandings of higher physics or anything. And just testing out shit. Someone tells you that something could be really, really disastrous. And you go, oh, we'll see. Because you feel like you're in control. So pretty much we're all passengers on a bus and you're the bus driver and you're about to drive us over a fucking cliff. Right? And we're all sitting along happily, you know, patiently sitting, waiting on the, you know, enjoying the ride. Not realizing our impending doom. And that's why we deserve what we get. Because we're stupid. On some level, I pity the average person because they were born into this world. They were born into the foolishness and taught from day one all of the lies to keep them away from higher consciousness, to keep them away from true God. But God is bigger than all of this stuff. So when God wants you to know, he will let you know, because one day, folks, you will know God's presence. You will know it and you will respect it. You have no choice in the matter. You have no power in the matter. Right? Your power brokers in this world who believe that that's what they are. Because they have some money. Money is nothing. Money is nothing, people. Nothing. It's literally a piece of paper. This world could function with it or without it. But you guys have brought into it. And that's why you're fools. Right? This is how you became slaves, because somebody gave you the shackles and you put them on your own arms and legs. God can free you from this, folks. But you're not going to listen. I know. I'm talking that crazy stuff and, you know, whatever. But if I were talking about the latest gossip, right? Or some bullshit star or something, you guys would be open to this conversation. You would have feedback. You have all types of things. But something that's true, that's 100% true, you deny. Just like God, just like when you deny God. The force of your life, the force of life in everything in the universe. If the great sun and the great earth and the great moon, if they know who God is, right? And they're much more powerful than you are. Right? They're caretaking your world. Remember that. The minute that any one of them decide to not do their duty to God, you will pay a heavy price. I promise you that. Right? And this thing will occur. And it's going to occur. The storm is going to happen. Right? There are responsible parties for the storm. But you guys don't get that. So if you were one with God, if you were talking to God consistently, would God deliver you from this? Would God tell the beings responsible for the storm, would God tell them to put a brakes on it? Yeah, he would. He would tell them to put a brake on it. You see? But because you haven't learned your lesson, you're going to keep killing animals. You're going to keep doing things. The animals are going to keep dying, right? The temperature is going to keep rising, right? The ice caps are going to keep melting. Because you guys don't see the pattern here. You don't see that this is part of your impending doom. You just don't get it. And it's all done, you know, and it's all done by responsible hands for a reason. You don't understand the reason because you're stupid. You don't need to understand it. You have been the one who's destroyed things. And this is why there has to be a reset, because of you. So when you out here getting your bread and milk and trying to figure out where to, some safe haven to hide your head, understand that you're being watched at all times. You can't run from anything on this earth, right? I'm not talking about people either. You can run, but you can't hide. So the best of you who think you're the best, who have all of this money and go hide in the ground or something, the ground will just close up on you, right? A sinkhole will just open up and you'll just fall in. These are things that are going to happen, folks, right? The worst of us will be destroyed. It's just how it's going to be. It has to be this way in order for us to find true salvation. So while you're getting your milk and bread and, trying to figure out where you're going to go and how you're going to be safe, think about God, right? But you're not going to do that. You're going to think about what the weatherman is saying, but his punk ass is going to be looking for shelter, right? He'll be somewhere far removed from the situation, and you're seeking him out for the answers. Really smart, isn't it? I know. Fools. I love Bad Behavior, folks. But I love to see the show get continued. I love to see the show keep moving. And what I mean by that is what's going to happen will happen. Everything will be what it's going to be. That's what I want you guys to get. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing. You put yourselves in this place and you will soon learn. A lot of the stuff that you thought was not true, you will soon see the truth, right? Unfortunately. Y'all pick up my book while you can. I Love Bad Behavior. It's on Amazon. It's on my website, thinkbehavior.info. Please pick that book up today. And I'm going to keep talking about this type of stuff because it's the time for it. Yes, bad behavior is all relative. The bad behavior is why we're delivered all of these things in our world. Right? Because we just don't get it. We have created the problem, but we think God has created the problem. We don't realize. We just don't realize. God can deliver us. Take care, folks.